Alright, everybody, it is Yuuki once again giving you guys today's update. And today's update is going to be about VR content on my channels and Twitch as well. We'll talk about Twitch in a moment, but first, let's talk about VR chat content because there is going to be a change in the schedule. So originally, I'm going to return like on a schedule November 6th. So November 6th is every Thursday. Alright, November 6th. That's a Thursday. I am also considering November 8th for Yuuki the Hedgehog on Twitch. But there is a little bit of a change. October 25th is my birthday. And this year, it is a Saturday, which normally is a Mario Maker night. But back a few days ago, I said there was a challenge. If we can get into Twitch affiliate by October 23rd, which is the last stream before the 25th for Mario Maker, on the Thursday to Saturday schedule, I'm going to open the VR channel birthday stream. Okay, I decided to change my mind. Now here's why. I'm going to explain why in a moment. But I will be doing a VR chat birthday stream. But keep in mind, this is a 10 p.m. start. This is not a 5:45. There is no way. For two reasons. Every time I celebrate my birthday at home, it's usually at night. Like 5, 6, 7. So there's that. There's no way I'm going to be doing 5:45. Second thing that you guys need to understand is because that could be a day where I'm watching baseball. Now, fingers crossed here, because the Dodgers have leading the NLDS 1-0 over Philadelphia. But we know Philadelphia is a very good team. They're number one they're number 1 or 2 for a reason in the NLDS. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. But if we beat the Phillies in the NLDS and we finish the NLCS, we go to the World Series. The World Series starts on October 25th. And you know that I am not only going to be celebrating my birthday, but I'm watching the Dodger game. So, if we didn't make it to the World Series, that is. So there is no way I'm doing a 5:45 stream on that day. So the latest I can start is 10. My time as well. Okay? And if I wanted to do it earlier, it's the October 23rd. But keep in mind, if the Dodgers make the NLCS and we go all the way to Game 7, I'm watching that first. That's priority when it comes to like that. Sorry, but gotta root for the home team. Anyway, so October 25th, no matter what, there is a birthday stream. It's going to be 10 p.m. Who am I going to be using? Who knows? Anyway, that's the change on that. Now, speaking of VR chat, let's go over the changes. Streaming will now be on RetroYuuki VRC starting November 6th. That will be the first night back at 5:45. Alright? That's going to be officially the first night back. So, so 5:45 November 6th will be live here. I am going to be, I believe, shady. Hold up. Let's see. Let me make sure I have this right. Because I have the schedule on the website. So on November 6th, yep, I'm right, Shady. Shady is going to be November 6th. And Yuuki the Hedgehog will be on November 8th on Twitch, which I'll show you guys in a moment. On week 10, November 13th, Francis the Wolf on the 15th, Yuuki the Hedgehog 2. And then week 11, I am going to decide on that soon. I will tell you now, starting next season, there will be a bye week. So like in the NFL, the bye week, you take a break. And that might be for all games. For VRChat, there's one could be for VRChat, one for Mario Maker, one for Fortnite. Okay, so if you want to see the schedule, go to the Yuuki Productions, YuukiProductions.com, go to Rules and Policies, and then go to Game Schedules and Events. This will be updated tomorrow again, and because I did not do VR Fortnite yesterday, because I got home late. So this is not going to be the right schedule. So week 4 by rule is a bye week. Okay, so get that in there. Now, let's talk about other stuff here. Content. There is legacy content. No new content until November. Very straightforward. Highlights and all that stuff. Role playing is coming back in November. Here's the caveat. The caveat here is I'm already booked. Sorry, I'm booked. Meaning I already have plans for other role plays on the board. And actually, there's some testing role plays I'm doing when it comes to effects I'm going to be using in videos. I bought a recent 10,000 asset video pack for $7 yesterday. So I'm going to be using those to my advantage. But I'm going to be testing some with buddies of mine. So role plays I'm booked. But there is a reason why I talked about role plays, not just because of me. It's also because I am working on a VRChat Discord hub. What is that? So it's a VRChat Discord for you guys to collaborate with other members of the community. Please keep in mind that if you want to collaborate with me specifically, you have to actually email me. I'm gonna have a legit, like, quote unquote business email you can collaborate with me with. I'll give you my schedule, you give me yours. That's simple. Format of the email must be semi-professional, please. Thank you. Even though we're not doing this professionally, I want to make it semi-professional, so that you guys understand of how I'm gonna be doing this. And yes, I took a page out of Tavarius Taylor Pieces playbook. She has the same concept, except hers is more business inquiries, serious inquiries only. I have mine as semi-professional. So please have your email semi-professional. Thank you. Next thing we're going to talk about is shorts. In particular, YouTube. So here's how this works. So actually, let me talk about something else here. Yuuki the Hedgehog VRC is the same thing as RetroYuuki VRC, except it's only using that character. I'm not going to be talking about too much on that. Let's talk about RetroYuuki Gaming too. RetroYuuki VR Gaming. Here I'm going to be doing VR gaming, not VRChat. So bowling, walkabout, mini golf, all those games on MetaQuest 3, right here. It's very straightforward, but this experience starts October, this month. That is the only one that's be starting in October because I can make content for this. So yes, I will be using this already in October, potentially as soon as next week. So VR gaming, if you're interested in VR gaming, not VR chat. So keep that in mind. Next, let's talk about the one elephant in the room. You probably don't know about this yet, but I've been testing out YouTube Shorts. In particular, Mario Maker. Now keep in mind, this is a very small sample size. But right now, the shorts are doing alright. I have 1,500 views on one, 24 on the other one, and 3 on the one I just made. Keep in mind that this is small sample size, so I gotta test to see if short is the way to go for VR chat. If it is, I will also have this happening. I will have this happening, this thing going on. So when we do VR chat in November on RetroYuuki VRC, we're gonna be vertical and horizontal. I have a very sneaky suspicion that it's going to be the exact same numbers I'm going to get for the main channel. So if you're not aware, the main channel, I've been testing out vertical and horizontal at the same time. And so far, based on my research and based on analytics, we can see that the vertical version of the same stream has more views than the horizontal. Case in point, on part 2 of, part 3 of the Mario Meltdown, the vertical stream has more than the horizontal. The one outlier is part 2 because the horizontal has more than the vertical. Same thing in Fortnite. The horizontal Fortnite has 7 views. The vertical has 33, almost 5 times more. Another outlier was the showdown night on Fortnite a few weeks ago. So right now, if we take a look at VR chat for vertical versus horizontal, I am going to be very careful to see how I'm going to experiment this. Because there is one exception to the rule. The horizontal version is going to have the new live experience thing. The one where you can see the sports scores and all that at the same time while you're watching me play. And I actually found a bot that can do that for me without me manually changing the scores. It's actually pretty neat. I'm going to show you guys that when I do my preview for VR chat later this month. But vertically, you're not going to see that. You are just going to see us play. But horizontal, you're going to see the vertical, the little live experience thing that I'm working on. All right. So keep that in mind. Live experience is only going to be in the horizontal. In the vertical, you will not get it. All right. And that will be on the RetroYuuki VRC channel in November. Content-wise for shorts, it will be both RetroYuuki VRC and Yuuki the Hedgehog VRC. Same concept, just 2 different channels and 2 different characters. Alright? Right? That is basically the VR update. So again, reminder. RetroYuuki VRC in November. Yuuki the Hedgehog VRC in November on Twitch. Yuuki the Hedgehog is on the Twitch. And then RetroYuuki VR Gaming starts this month. Enjoy. We'll see you guys very soon.